Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you're just joining us, this is Entertainment News on Channels Television. Now, over the weekend, I caught up with AMVCA nominated writer and filmmaker Sandra Anyanwu. She tells us her true Niger story today. She highlights the real stories behind some of her screenplays and films, including the story behind the award-winning Nollywood film Afamefuna and her short film Nepa. Take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Adora Anyanwu. I'm a writer and a producer for film and TV. I'm a creative living in Nigeria, and this is my true Niger story. So come with me while I tell you on this ride.
But she's not going to be on this ride alone, because
yeah, definitely.
I will be joining her from the other side.
Yeah, so come along here.
So where are we going? Where are you taking me?
Okay, like I just want you to see the area, the ambience. Taking the ambience, basically like the trees. Yeah, I just want to take you around my area.
And share some survival stories, right? Because I'm actually interested.
Yeah. Okay, so when I got my nomination, it was like very surreal. I was really excited because I didn't even see it coming, and I didn't even know I was nominated until the next day when people started to tell me congratulations. And then I had to ask them, why are you telling me congratulations? And they're like, you didn't even know you were nominated. So it was like, yeah, I was excited, like, yeah.
So you were actually nominated for writing Afamefuna.
Yes.
So tell us, what was it like writing that film? You know, what was your creative process like?
Okay, well, in my filmmaking career, I've always been one that has wanted to tell cultural stories. So it was a great opportunity when the company reached out to me. When they reached out to me and they wanted to work on an Nwa boy story, but they didn't have the story. So we went into a workshop with some other writers and we came up with the story, and then I went home, I wrote the screenplay. And before I wrote the screenplay, I remember I at some point, I'm Igbo, so I grew up around a lot of Nwa boy. So, but I needed to take it in again because I'd been away from that scene for a while. So okay, so when I got home, before I started writing, I'm like, no, I needed to like get in the vibe. So I remember I went to the market for like 2 days to go sit with those people, literally act like I want to buy something, sit there for a while just to get in the vibe. So yeah, I think that really helped me to imagine it the way I did. So.
Once you agree to partner with the Danladi brothers, we will deposit the money into your account.
$1 kagana abonant. Afamefuna.
Sir?
Is Gwanegum.
We are investigating the death of one Paul Obiaju.
So the first time we met was at the NIFS.
Yes.
Yeah, where your short film Nepa premiered for the first time. And I can remember seeing the film and I was like, oh my God, I need to meet the person who wrote this film. Like, what were you thinking? You know, what was on your mind when you actually wrote this film? And now that I'm here, you know, I would like to know, what did you survive? I mean, to say, you know what, I want to tell this story. So what was the survival story behind that film, Nepa?
Okay, well, the survival story is not something that happened like recent. It happened like many years ago. I was in the university and I was in a hostel, and so we had like a hostel mate who is sort of like a sickler, and so the person was constantly in and out of the hospital, right? So one evening the person had like crisis really late, I think around 10 p.m. ish. So we took the person to the hospital. I'm not going to mention. We took the person to a hospital there, and they needed to plug the person into a machine. I was really young. I don't know what machine, but it required electricity, and the electricity had just gone out, and they couldn't like plug the person in because there was fuel scarcity at the time, and the only little diesel they had, they already had it. They were saving it for like a scheduled surgery. Yeah, and so literally, the guy died.
Because there was no, like, Nepa took lights.
Yeah, there was no light. There was no petrol to fuel the generator, and the only petrol that was available was for like a scheduled surgery the next morning, so they couldn't use it, and we're all there watching like some of my colleagues had to like go look for petrol. They came back empty-handed. They didn't find. They were trying to see if they could suck out of somebody's car, and that's just how the guy passed on. And it was like really traumatic. And from then on, I just decided that okay, this is my career as an artist. I would like to use it to talk about societal issues.
I never see a lot though. Ma check out. I don't see him now. I don't see him. When I go get lights now, yeah. And I go get lights. Two tomatoes. Hey, buddy, you go on band 4 now for Aja. They go on band 2. Yeah. So they go.
Wait. Those people get light. When they get light last time, like 1 week ago, and we just give them light like now.
Why did you consign me? It's my brother. Now who greases our pan? Who give us a gunje? Now who go give light?
So would you say like being in a creative living in Nigeria influenced that decision?
Yes.
Like, based on the things that you've seen?
Yes, because you have to write about what you know. You cannot write about what you don't know. I cannot start writing about the White House. I don't know where it is. Never been there before. But I can write about the things happening around me. So yeah, living as a creative in Nigeria was really what inspired that storytelling.